What's up, Skyline Comedy Club? How we doing tonight? We excited for Jeff Arcuri? Let's try that again. Let's kick that sweatpants energy out of here. Let him hear it in the back. I said, are we excited for Jeff Arcuri tonight? Woo! Hell yeah, love to hear it. My name is Trevor Klumpner. I'll be your host for this evening.
Hi, Trevor.
And thank you. Hello. I just deleted my Tinder, guys. And thank you. I'm very excited about it. It was really starting to affect my confidence. Like, I used to look into the mirror and just be like, who's that handsome devil? But now I look in the mirror and I'm just like, I don't have a punchline for that. That's just a cry for help. Tinder just seems to be a place where everyone's looking for friends, and platonic friendship's great and all, but you don't go to an orgy looking to adopt a dog. I'm not saying that you won't find him there, but after it hits you with that dead-eyed stare, I don't think it's the one you're gonna bring home. I'll also see a lot of fake profiles on there. They'll say stuff like, I'm never on here, so add me on Snapchat. Gutter slut 420 69 69. Yeah, that's obviously fake, right? Some sort of scam or like a catfishing operation, yeah? Guys, I'm asking you. I'm genuinely curious. I think I'm in love with Gutter Slut. I was fortunate enough, I matched with someone on there, and so of course I sent her a dick pic, you know, as one does. And I used my niece's Barbie as a size comparison. Yeah, don't do that. Because she immediately texted me back, oh, I get it, shrimp on the Barbie. I didn't get it, or any of that night, really. But what I'm getting at with all this is that dating is hard. Like, back in the day, you used to be able to just marry the first person you saw so you could build an army of ranch hands, right? And I think the church is trying to go back to that, and that's why they created promise rings, which are essentially cattle tags in like the weirdest form of dibs I've ever seen. And in today's sexual climate, like, what's the promise? Only butt stuff? I don't get how this is a thing that like Catholic girls believe. Like, do they think God's up there just like, all right now, no premarital sex, but if you have an urge, you do got a butt. Until he looks over at the gay guy, except for you. No gay stuff. That's a fun one. I think the church should abolish all that stuff and just have their own brand of condoms. You know, they could call them. They could call them the Lord's protection. You know? That's fun. On the side of the condom, you could have written, "He has risen." It's a great way to get Jesus up in you. But most importantly, you'd know what it's like to have God in the room with you. Because as the book of Matthew says, if just two come in my name, I will be present. Yeah, that's a real Bible quote. I was prom king of my high school. Cool, that's how we treat royalty in this town. I prefer bows. It wasn't that cool, because I grew up in a very small rural farming community. Like, it was down to me and a pig. And guys, it was close. And growing up like that, art was never really valued. I once drew a picture for my mom, and she told me to quit being gay and get back out in the field. Now, in her defense, it was a picture of me blowing James Vanderbeek, so what are you gonna do? I can't say it was all bad, because this one time, my friends and I, we found this half-buried thong down by the river. It was black, lacy, evidence to a crime scene. And instead of reporting it, we decided to take turns wearing it and showing it off to each other. Yeah, boys will be boys, right? And I know I should have put it back so some other kids could have this magical experience, but I decided to keep it because it instilled a level of confidence in me I'd never experienced before. Like, I wore it on prom, guys. Pretty sure it's why I beat the pig. Plus, it matched my dates, you know, twinsies. But my girlfriend found it recently, and she thought I was cheating on her. So I had to explain, no, babe. It's from when I was a little boy. Yes, I too now know that that's the wrong answer. Thanks for confirming. When you grow up in a small town, you also tend to grow up really poor. Like, I grew up so poor. How poor were you? My grandma used to buy all of my Christmas gifts with Marble Miles. Yeah, you used to be able to trade in your packs of cigarettes for outdoor adventuring gear, and I'm just glad to know that she killed herself so me and my cousin could beat the shit out of each other with cast iron skillets. Gets darker. So I'm proud to say that I'm a veteran. Thank you. I don't usually like to tell people that because it always elicits inappropriate questions, like, have you ever killed anybody? To which I like to answer, I don't have any confirmed kills, but I did throw a lot of grenades into orphanages. Relax. I threw it underhand. It's okay. Not a monster. Gotta give him a shot. But the reason I bring it up is because I get booked for a lot of really weird shows because of it. Like, people make assumptions about me. And I fully acknowledge that I look like a guy who the cops would pull over just to say, what's up? Or that I believe Alex Jones when he says they're turning the frogs gay. But in reality, I'm so liberal that I just want the frogs to be able to use whichever bathroom they choose. But so they had me open up for a YouTube conspiracy theorist. And I'm obsessed with where conspiracy thought comes from. Like, when they're kids, do they think that the cow jumping over the moon was faked? Or like, do they think the monkeys jumping on the bed were like crisis actors? Or like Humpty Dumpty got pushed? Stuff like that. Keeps me up at night. But right now, my favorite conspiracy is probably the one about Chance the Rapper. You guys hear this one? So apparently he's gained like 200 pounds recently, and they don't know if he's ever going to perform again because of it. So all I know is there'll be a fat chance if he does. I'm sorry, there's got to be a dad joke in every set. It's the rule. Thank you. So I'm a huge nerd, like alpha dork, right? And it all started in high school when my teacher tricked me into reading Lord of the Rings because she said I reminded her of Gollum. Great recommendation and accurate. And that turned into a love of Dungeons and Dragons. Hell yeah. But then I started LARPing. We got any LARPers here? All right. So LARPing stands for live action roleplay. It's essentially D&D for nerds who can afford their insulin. And but I had to stop doing it because I took too much Adderall and shit my costume. Great weekend. I forget that I'm in Appleton, so let me rephrase that for you. I shit my pants from taking too much meth. Relatable. So I come from a predominantly white family, but I do have a Hispanic dad. His name is Miguel Rodriguez, and he left when I was born because I was too white. One laugh every show. I love it. But I don't blame him because if you're expecting Pedro and you get Napoleon Dynamite, something's not adding up here. And with him gone, I was missing this huge part of my culture, and I wasn't about to adopt white culture. I hate the taste of Monster Energy, and I can't stand Taylor Swift, guys. And as an adult, I had a bunch of questions like, what part of Mexico am I from? How Hispanic am I? So I got one of those DNA tests, and guys, it turns out, not at all. Like, not even a little bit. 100% colonizer. What's really messed up about that is I put Latino on a lot of job applications. Yeah, I got a grant for college because of it. And the craziest part... Thank you so much. I've been Trevor Klubner.